Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. In the last episode, we finished off the last case at last. We were able to prove that Luke Atme was not Masked Mask and that he was in fact a blackmailer who was being blackmailed, and so he ended up becoming a murderer. Whew, it was quite a case. It took quite a while to get to that point, but yay, Ron is free to go even though he's a criminal. A thief. But yeah, he's funny. So now that we're done with that case, we can finally move on to case 3 of this game, which is my least favorite, and I think it's actually my least favorite in the whole series, now that I'm really thinking about it. But it does have a few funny moments here and there, so it's not the worst thing it could possibly be, but I think it's my least favorite case, period. The worst game in the series is Justice for All, but this case is, ugh, it's bad. But we're gonna get through this together, and we're gonna get some fun voice acting. So yeah, I'm excited. Anyway, let's do this. Recipe for Turnabout, Part 1, Investigation.
That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
It wasn't me! I swear it wasn't me!
The evidence and testimony we have seen and heard are conclusive. The victim was alone at his table when he drank from that something coffee.
No, you're wrong! I know what I saw! I saw! Okay. What did you see? Oh! I saw someone else there! A man! He's the real killer! That hair looks, mighty familiar. Huh. So this coffee has been poisoned. Why won't anyone believe me? Ugh, pain. Well, I'd say that pretty much wraps this case up, wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? What?
This court finds the defendant guilty.
Oh my god, no!
This court is adjourned.
No! Phoenix, what? How did you go and lose when we're not there? You can't lose when we're not controlling you? What the heck? Okay, January 6th, 10:03 a.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices.
Ah! The start of the new year always makes me feel like I can take on the whole world.
I bet it does, Maya.
So, I've decided that our resolution should be Savari, take on the world.
Wait, why are you using Abby's catchphrase? That's one thing I do like. Ever since this case now, Maya starts using Savari. It's like, why? She's silly.
What do you think?
Sure, whatever, Maya. But I think maybe you've had more than enough mistletoe cake. Mistletoe cake? I've never heard of that. Is that cake that's actually made of mistletoe? I thought mistletoe was poisonous. Huh. Or is it just decorated like a mistletoe?
Never! You've got to eat a lot of cake during New Year's. It's practically a tradition. Like watching the fireworks on TV or playing a board game.
Hey, pal!
Oh, hi Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe.
Happy New Year, Detective!
Likewise. Now listen up, Wright. I wanna...
Oh, he's yelling.
Here's to another fruitful year of lawyer-police cooperation.
Girl, he's in the middle of yelling and she's just carrying on with the conversation.
Yeah, me too. Alright, pal, you've got some explaining to...
Have you got a holiday present for me, Detective?
Oh my god, Maya, please.
A what? Well, here, have this. It's really nothing much, but...
Yay! Thanks!
She just... Oh my gosh, she's so funny. And he just falls for it. And then, she just got a free gift. What was it? I'm curious.
Look, pal, we need to have a talk. Take a seat.
Hey, what about Pearly? You haven't forgotten her present, have you?
No. I mean, yes. I mean, no. Are you doing this on purpose?
Guess I'm busted. How did you like my first practical joke of the year?
Very funny, pal. Now let's see how funny you think it is when I show you this.
What is it? A magazine?
Hey, I want to see. Deadly poisoning brings guilty verdict. Defense attorney Wright trounced.
What? Trounced? Let me see that. Huh? The defense attorney gave an almost childishly amateur performance yesterday. What the heck is this?
It's a report, pal, about you.
Listen to this. Mr. Wright must take full responsibility for the ruling in this case.
What?
Well, and don't tell me you don't remember anything about it.
But I don't remember anything about it. Did you get knocked on the head again, Phoenix? Come on now. When was that issue from anyway?
December of last year, which I guess makes it last month.
Which makes it old news, you mean?
But I wasn't involved in a poisoning case in December.
So, what do you think this is all about, Nick?
I have no idea.
If it wasn't you, pal, then that leaves only one possibility.
No way! You don't mean
A
a phony Nick?
This must be Gumshoe's idea of a joke. Guess he's starting off the year with one too. I don't think he can invest in a fake magazine.
So, what are you gonna do about it, pal?
What do you mean, what am I going to do about it?
Well, it's your fault that the judge found the defendant guilty in this case.
My fault? How do you figure that?
Because the Phoenix Wright is super famous now. And yet we still don't have clients. What the heck? Well, maybe only sort of.
Yeah, see what happens when you hotshots start getting too full of yourselves?
But I didn't do anything wrong. At least not that I can remember.
You better make this right, pal. Now. And that means taking the case back to court, got it?
Sounds like we've got our first case of the new year. Let's tackle it with gusto.
I don't know. The judge already issued a guilty verdict once in this trial. In this case, sorry. It's not going to be easy to get it overturned.
I guess that New Year's resolution is going to have to wait until next year.
So you're taking the case, right? Good. I'm gonna head over to the courthouse then. After that, I'll go back to the precinct. Drop by if you need something, okay, pal?
Okay. All we know is that it's a poisoning case. I guess people are starting to know the name Phoenix Wright. If a client entrusted a case to me based on my reputation, I guess I am kind of responsible. But why would someone want to impersonate me? That's pretty weird. What sort of a guy would do that? A jerk, clearly. Okay, interesting. Do we need to talk to her? What to do?
So, what's our first move?
I guess we go down to the detention center and talk.
Wait a sec, Nick. This person's behind bars because of you. Whoever it is isn't going to be jumping at the chance to meet you, right?
Hey, let's get one thing straight. It wasn't me. It was a fake me that did this.
I wonder if he looks exactly like you. You're phony, Zin Up.
Zin up.
Zin?
Exin. Because it's Phoenix. Backwards Phoenix. I hope not. Ugh. What kind of name for an evil double is Exin Yop anyway?
Ah, Nick, I've got it.
If you're going to ask whether I've got a twin brother, the answer is no.
Spoil sport.
We never know anything about Phoenix's family or his, life, other than the whole, him being friends with Miles and Larry. That's about it. Oh, and I guess that whole first case in this game was the furthest back we've seen in like recent years was him dealing with the whole Dahlia thing. Huh. But still, I feel like we don't know enough about him. Okay, criminal affairs and then detention center. Well, it says that we should go to the detention center first, so we'll do that. Now, who is our client?
This is so nerve-wracking, waiting to meet our new client. I wonder just what kind of person you tricked and got found guilty.
Keep it down, Maya. That kind of talk could ruin me. Ah! Who is this? Oh! Maggie! Of all people. No wonder Gumshoe's so worked up. That explains everything. Oh, she looks cute. Different outfit. How could you, Mr. Wright? How could you do this to me? They put me in solitary. I haven't been able to stop crying. Aren't you? Yes, I am. I'm totally and utterly let down.
Ah! Are you?
Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie, remember? Maggie Bird. Maggie Bird. Ah.
Maggie.
Oh, she looks so cute. She's still doing the cop pose. Maggie Bird. She's the policewoman I defended that one time. She was accused of murdering her lover. He was a cop, too. What are you doing in here? Didn't I get you a quit? Oh, sure. Very funny. After that fifth-rate defense job, you come in here and start making jokes?
You better hurry up and tell her what happened, Nick.
How the hell could she not know that it wasn't Phoenix? That's so weird. Oh, I see. So that's where we stand right now.
I'm sorry you've been caught up in another murder.
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. I vaguely remember her saying the exact same thing last time. But I don't mind. What's one more disaster in my life? At least now the real Mr. Wright is here with me. I won't let the world keep me down, sir. Aw, poor Maggie. She has it rough. Okay, let's talk.
So, how come you're dressed like that, Maggie? Last year you looked so sharp in that police uniform.
I was fired after that incident last year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I don't mind one bit. I enjoyed being on the force, but I think it was time for me to move on.
So, what do you do now?
In the second act of The Life of Maggie Bird, I'm playing the role of a waitress.
A waitress?
Yes, in a French restaurant. It's a small place, but it's quite fashionable. Pretty cute. And her outfit's cute. My charming smile and shapely figure came through for me. Ooh, girl, you do have a figure, don't ya? That's why Gumshoe likes you. And the owner, Mr. Armstrong, hired me straight away, sir. And then you got into this mess straight away, right? Yeah, you could put it that way. Aw, okay, so what happened? This whole mess started on the 3rd of last month, and it happened at Très Bien.
Très Bien?
Yes, it's a restaurant where good service and a friendly smile are always included.
Oh.
There were 2 men at the table, both drinking coffee. And then... Oh boy. One of the men slipped some poison into the victim's cup. The victim took just one sip. It was gasping for air. I was so shocked I passed out. Really? That's not convenient at all. It's a good thing you're not a cop anymore, because a normal person would have been like, hey, you, stop it, you know? They would have tried to stop that somehow.
Hey, hold on there, Maggie.
What?
You keep calling the guy the victim. Didn't you know the guy who was killed?
Not at all. I've never even seen the guy before. What the frick? And how did they say there was a frickin' motive then?
Oh.
So she wouldn't have had a motive to kill him then, I guess. Exactly. So dumb.
And the other man, the killer, you saw him, right?
Of course, a good waitress must be attentive to the clientele.
So you saw the killer, but you were found guilty of the crime anyway? How come?
You tell me, Mr. Wright.
Ugh. Guess the answer to my question is my phony. Anyway, she saw the killer. Better see if I can get a description of the guy. Alright, this stupid guilty verdict, man.
So, if you saw the murderer, why were you still convicted?
Because no one else saw.
Saw what?
The other man, the one who put the poison in the victim's coffee. Everyone testified that way. Mr. Armstrong, the customer, everyone. The victim was sitting alone at his table the whole time.
But how's that possible?
I don't know, but nobody, not one person would believe me, sir. Even Phoenix Wright, my one last hope for a fair trial, failed me. What a pathetic defense. My granny could have done a better job.
Look, that wasn't me, okay?
And then I found something a bit incriminating in my apron pocket. Uh-oh.
What?
A small bottle of poison.
What? Poison? It was in your pocket?
Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have slipped the poison into my pocket when I was unconscious.
Ah, Maggie. And no one else saw this other guy who happens to have my hair.
No, sir. That's what everyone said. But I don't see how they could have missed him.
Okay, let's talk about the other guy then.
I was the one who took the coffee to the two men.
Oh? And what was your impression of them?
Well, when I first saw them, I kind of thought they might be in the music industry.
In music? How come?
Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece and an emo musician's look about him. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir.
An earpiece and a sample CD, huh? Did you get a look at the CD at all?
It had a band's name written on it. I think it was MC something. They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess.
So it was a band CD. Maybe a promo disc?
Maybe it was MC Screwdriver.
Maya, why are you just throwing in a random word? Get serious, Maya. Would you buy the CD of a group named that?
What was the name of that group again? MC Hacksaw?
That's a stupid name too.
No. MC... And what about the killer? What did he look like?
Well, I don't really remember. Only that he was a young man, well built like the victim, really.
Well, that's not convenient at all. Is there anything to present? I guess the magazine on December 5th says I was trounced and my client was found guilty. Also, let's look at profiles. 19. Mia. Gano. Gumshoe. And Maggie's, she's 23. Okay. Found guilty of murder thanks to the phony me. Let's see, anything else? Oh yeah, I need to ask you about this.
Hey, this article's about my case.
Can you tell me anything about the guy who was pretending to be me?
Yes, sir. It was the morning after I'd been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You were wearing one of your super sharp suits.
Me?
Yes, you, Mr. Wright.
Ugh.
Hey, Maggie, was my evil double I am here too?
I am Maya.
No, I don't remember a phony you, Maya. That should have been a big giveaway. Come on now.
Oh, it would have been so cool.
Then you got really worked up and passionate. I'm gonna get you cleared of this crime, you said.
Okay, I get the picture. But you've met me in person before. So how come you didn't realize that guy wasn't the real me? Yeah, that's stupid.
I guess, looking back now, it was a little strange.
Only a little?
Well, okay, so you were a bit taller than normal. Really?
He suddenly grew taller? Come on.
You were a bit taller than normal, and you looked a bit shady. Oh, come on. And your voice was a bit weird. Oh, and you had this kind of a funny accent, and
oh my god, really? Wow, that's so terrible. So the guy was nothing like me then.
but he had your spiky hair and blue suit.
Oh, come on. Is that all it takes for someone to imitate me?
How about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Didn't they realize he was an imposter?
Everyone had these big question marks on their faces, but it seemed that no one wanted to say anything, sir. Oh my god.
This case just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Mr. Wright, do you think it's possible to get a retrial?
Probably. The court ruled in the absence of a genuine defense attorney, so we should be able to get a retrial.
Mr. Wright?
Hmm?
Do you think we'll win next time? Sir? My life has been a full course meal of bad luck, complete with defeat for dessert. Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. Oh my god. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. I even landed a phony lawyer when I had the misfortune of being accused of murder. But I will survive, because Maggie Bird always lives to fight another day. And one day I'll find it. Just you wait and see, sir. I'll find that one single moment of good luck. Exin...
It's so weird.
Exin Yup is really gonna pay for this.
What are you staring at me like that for? But Maya's right. Whoever it is that thought it was a good idea to use my name and get an innocent girl convicted of murder had better watch out. The real Phoenix is coming for ya.
We'll find him. Don't you worry. We'll get Backwards Phoenix for you.
I give up. I'm not gonna say that weird name anymore. I don't know why it's just so weird. I don't know how to pronounce it at all.
Thank you.
Oh, I'll tell you where Bien is then.
Trey. Ah, right. The restaurant where the murder took place.
Yes, sir. When you go, please tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi.
Sure. All right, Nick. Let's go check out this restaurant and its food.
We know the real thing she cares about is the food. Let's present the badge, just because.
That badge! Is it real?
Of course it's real.
That's what they all say. But I've been duped before. Give it to me for a sec.
Chomp. Oh my god, no!
She bit into it.
And I left a few teeth marks too. Oh no! His poor badge!
I can see that.
I just wish I could remember if that means it's real or a fake.
I said it was real.
Aww.
Okay, my poor badge. No.
We could go straight to Tribulations, or we could go talk to Gumshoe. Actually, I just saw the time. So we'll do that in the next episode then. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this and looking forward to this case. And until next time, have a nice day.